So back in the 1960s, when people were trying to get out of going to Vietnam, they would go to their draft board and they would sing the following song. Sarge, I'm only 18, I got a ruptured spleen, and I always carry a purse. I got eyes like a bat, my feet are flat, and my asthma's getting worse. Oh, think of my career, my sweetheart dear, and my poor old invalid aunt. And I ain't no fool, I'm going to school, and I'm working for a defense plant. Yep, it says in the Bible that actually if you were fearful, if you were filled with panic and fear, you did not necessarily have to fight in a war. But that was only for wars that were not obligatory. The Bible also spells out wars that were obligatory, and that you had to go to. But of course, what's the difference? If somebody is afraid, they're afraid, whether it's an obligation or not an obligation. And yet it's a wonderful insight into human nature, human psychology. When we have choices, maybe we can, maybe we can't. Many of us say, I don't want to do it. I'd rather avoid the situation. But when something is an obligation, when something needs to be done, and it needs to happen, and you need to be the one doing it, well, somehow we can muster up the inner fortitude to go forward with it. Fear. Fear is probably the biggest reason that people come to my psychiatric office. They want to avoid, they want to go somewhere else. They don't want to be in the situation. But the more you avoid, the more you'll continue to avoid. No, success is when you are scared as hell, and yet you still saddle up.